Greetings, this is Frina Riamentra, and I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role's... Oops, I put that on wrong episode. But the 11th episode of Critical Role's 4th campaign. Or as I call it, what was my term? Did they call it? The Tales of the Renewed Wind. The Renewed Wind being the collective... Oh no, not this. This bit where it sometimes decides to try to load and stuff. This is the... Okay, before I go on, this here, unscripted, is exactly one of the reasons why this is coming out so late. One reason is I couldn't watch the episode live on time. Like, I would have started, well into it. So, I had to find time. And there was worked. But mainly, I had to stop and restart every time it loads well. Hopefully the reload will just be able to do it this time. Thank goodness. But yeah, it's not my fault. It wasn't my fault. Mostly. Partially. Anyway, we'll be, Renewed Wind being the collective term for the entire group of player characters, the entire 13 group. So today is the last episode in this current tale of the Soldier's Tale, the 5-1 depicted here. Thimble, the fairy companion of the late Theozy Fang. Tior, her pride sire. The linefoot paladin whose brother they seek to rescue. The ranger Catigan Vale and his wolf companion Wolfric, or just Wolf. That's Wolfric or Wolf with a U. And all the three veterans of the Falconers Rebellion, serving on the Torn Banners, and from the Godless, I guess now they rogue members of the Contestant Creed, Wickander, scion of House Helvar, and his aspirant Tyranny the Demon. I will say that while the focus is not that much in this episode, and we did in fact through the first half and also the cold opening catch up was also on the other two groups, the Schemers and the Searchers. Before I do finally start this, real quick, I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role. Its parent channel, Geek and Sundry, or any of their other online presence. I am just a fan sharing with my fellow fans when I can. And that's why I have to say that. I still consider myself a novice, so be kind in the comments. And as for... I will be also, as always, showing clips. There will be a few of which will feature moments of import, or as I call them, critical moments. But these are few, with the majority being comedic moments, showing their humor stuff, which will because it's less likely to get me copyright struck, like a major copyright struck. and it's easier to convey their sense of humor from their own mouths. With that out of the way, oh wait. Wait, I'm not starting with the clip, sorry. Yeah. I was able to re-listen to the episode at work after finish watching today, so to make sure I have good memory of this. Also, throughout this week, I'll be trying to catch up on the last year's missed episodes and specials. But now we get into this episode, which I like to call Soldiers at Rest. Yes, I did just think of that one up. Hard to tell, right? But we start out in the Dalmar Pass, where the searcher's table of Taisha Octus Valus and Julian DeVitos. Taisha Lloyd, and Octus Gunnis, Valus the elf, and because I don't think we've got because I forget what her last name is, and Julian DeVinos, accompanying Lady Aranessa to her ancestral home after the near wiping out of her family of Aranessa, Lady Aranessa, who they accompany to her homeland, where she will to seek answer or so why and to the Commons movements. They are 3 days into their trials through the pass. They've currently passed the high point, or now in the more descending. And then
what dangers possibly await you here on the road?
It's, Julian likely looks, not quite as rough as you probably, in realistic sense, but...
Too soon.
I know. But I'd say at the very least, he's not gotten much sleep in recent days, trying to remain as vigilant as possible for...
Yeah, he's a bit sleep deprived right now. Something I think that we were seeing the last time, too. We saw it, too, he's not fully denied of sleep, but he's definitely not getting fully. But he's probably not fully rested. He's spending his time keeping lookout on the road ahead,
eye on the road ahead and kind of helping scout where need be, though likely probably challenged at times by other capable people.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
At this point, I think we just kind of let him do it a little bit. He's got to have something.
How's Taisha?
Taisha, since his journey has got ahead, and including the last 2 days, the first 2 days through the past was still in a state of mourning. Like, she recently lost her not sure if she and Hal were actually married, but virtually married. So it would be her ex brother in law, and also the children stuff. At first few days, like it's still having mourning song. However, as the third day in, it's been kind of a bit more rougher than it sort of kicked her out of her phone, and she's actually starting to, even if it's getting a little rougher, she's cheering up more because she's now getting more something to focus on. She says she's becoming herself again. The Valus is it feels a little weird for her. It's weird, but interesting, but weird for Valus, who is accustomed to travel, but not in company. She's usually traveling alone, and because she only just knows these people and is usually just loner, she's still trying to keep her distance, even if it's just a little. The same goes for Lady Ernessa. Octus is still trying to come to terms with what happened to him, and his new situation being, I think, the hallowed one, which is the officially named term, but he doesn't know what to call himself. Though he's trying to name it, but he's currently trying to process by intellectualizing the experience, like going through an analytic mind, like, oh, is there? They're currently going to a pass of stuff. To the pass up. There was a newer. There's been like two actually parts of the pass. Like there's the newer section which basically bypassed the old one, the older one, which was of dwarves. The old one being of dwarvish make and maintenance. The newer one being made made by the Revolutionary Council, but due to a landslide, this newer one by the council is gone, so they have to take the old route. As they go through these valleys and stuff, they see, this path, they see many statues with the dwarvish inscription of courage on them. Right into
And even through parts of the wilderness, he'll travel for an hour or two, and another shop will be there or something else, because all of the wealth of Kahad and the sundered houses funnels like an artery through this pass. Looking down here, you see that there appears to be a snowfall or some kind of like collapse in the mountains that has momentarily blocked the road, and you can see that there is a few dwarven guards that point up to an attendant pass off the mountainside, directing people around the landfall. Some people are moving through. It seems that there's still enough space for the main pass to be useful, but you do see some banners down there. Anyone who wants to can give me a perception check.
Take it as I'm speaking.
Okay, we're okay. 17. 16.
On a 16, Taisha, you look down and see some banners of what looks to be the Revolutionary Council down there. Octus, you see one banner of your house flying down there.
We don't go down there.
What is the emblem of Dakotas anyway?
We shouldn't go down there.
Why?
Family.
Why on earth would that be a problem? I'm just kidding.
Is that the first joke I've ever heard? Okay.
Make jokes all the time. We don't know each other that well yet.
All right. You've been in the back.
Excuse me. Ooh. You will stay awake for this video, Michael. You will stay awake. They see a dwarven village on the path around the where the banners are the village of Adzar. This you're probably supposed to see what the accent. I'm not going to attempt. Along the cliffside that the village is next to, the bottom of the cliffside. There at the bottom of the cliff. There are the bases of many shattered statues. The village is currently filled with lanterns. Taisha spots an elderly dwarven woman who goes up to her, and as they role play it out like he asked us. Well, Brendan role playing as the dwarven woman is going like this was like, which is like, uh-oh. I know. I have a feeling I know where this is going. The woman does knows can speak in at least a broken Orcish.
Perhaps
No,
this path will lead you back to Dvalnar.
thank you. My name is Taisha. I'm a druid of the old path.
You see that she sort of moves back for a moment.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Same thing. 16.
16. She withdraws, and you recognize that you are looking at someone of the faithful.
Cool. Then I'm going to try to flag her. Sorry, I was just wondering what the phrase...
And I want to point at wherever I see it repeated enough so I can point out the pattern.
I mean, no disrespect.
Come back. You see...
Oh, shoot. Yeah, as for the translation, come back. Sorry. That was not supposed to lower that long. She's going to praying for the time of the gods to return and stuff, which, and realize that the Roji, kind of does a quick. She tries to cover up quick, but has a instinctual look of disgust. Which, unfortunately, the older woman does. Brennan says the older woman does catch, but she does finish to talk about some of the translations, such as not rain, but tears. We find out that these statues were shattered of great saints and devotees of the god Trozana. Yeah. No. Trozana. One of the ancient shapers, the goddess of the forge.
These shattered statues of devotees of Trojana, goddess of the forge,
Trozna.
were shattered, and you can see that there has now been writing in these lanterns that have been left here as a mark of contrition, atonement, sorrow. On a nat 20 perception,
Because you rolled a natural 8. Well done.
in the shattered bases of the statues, there's something hidden. You look and see behind this wall that where these statues, and it looks like these statues are centuries old and were shattered about a little, 65 years ago, something like that. You see behind them, there is something in the base of this wall. And on a 20, you see a bit of writing in Druidic, in a dwarven dialect of Druidic. And recognize that this wall was a holy site of Tahana, who was the primordial of earth, and that these statues were built to deface it.
Oh. She's Devin, I go. Primordials are almost like the gods of the. Almost the gods of the druids. She goes back and starts talking. And when Doug Octo says, no, he's trying to see what's wrong. She doesn't tell him about the really. She doesn't start telling him about how she basically is a class of religions there, but does to tell him, I used to hear you breathe. Like everyone is still telling, like, he's not the only one trying to come to terms with his current state.
It was part of the tradition of Trojana. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Some kind of writing.
Oh.
Probably.
I think this is Velas trying to.
It was part of the tradition of Trojana. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Velas can't read. She doesn't know really speak Celestial or Sylvan. She's not that type of elf.
What are you looking at, Dove?
I don't know. There's something here, but I can't read it.
I read Sylvan.
Reading Sylvan, you see it's written in a different language than Sylvan, but it's close enough that you can get some kind of... The words around it are words, but there's a name here. And I think you recognize the name Tahana. Tahana, in some ancient, you had a noble's education. Tahana was the wife of Trojana, the Titan of Earth.
Oh.
And I think you look at it and just see it only was revealed from the destroyed statue here. Aranessa calls out,
Oh, this is long.
I think we'd best go. And she looks out and sees the old woman dwarf speaking to, it looks like a granddaughter. It says, best not to tarry. She looks at you, Taisha, Aranessa, and goes, people have chosen to live in this moment, then we do them a courtesy and a respect by letting them live in it. And she gets her horse moving along. And you continue down, bypassing the Taconis banner, making your way to Helvar, old Obrademia, the birthplace of the Sundered Houses.
I like to get it.
And we will see you next time as we begin the journey of the Seeker's Table. See you on next episode of Critical Role.
Hello, and welcome to the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse. And our sponsor for tonight is Boot.dev. Sam, are you okay?
Sure am, Matt. Hey, are you interested in coding? Want to become a software developer? Boot.dev will take you from beginner to expert the fun way, through a hands-on RPG-like experience. You'll follow a real dev curriculum, but it'll feel like a game in the most captivating, addictive coding education. In fact, Boot.dev gave me a free trial, and I was so curious about back-end web development that I went ahead and became an expert in Python.
Oh.
You did?
Yep.
As soon as I saw that,
Wild ride it was.
as soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw that in the Banjos, I had a pretty good idea where this is going. I was a little confused here, like, what?
Was that a learning montage?
We're back. It was, Matt. But what if I told you it was the wrong one? I said I learned Python, but that montage was me learning nylon, which is not the same thing.
Okay. You wanna wrap it up?
Nope. Matt, I'm so proud of using boot.dev, I want to show off my skills. In fact, I remember learning it like it was yesterday.
Oh god, I just realized I'm wearing the same thing. Come on. Wait, is he doing the pants too? Yeah, this is where I thought I was originally going. This is where I thought I was going. Oh god.
Again, that was the wrong montage.
Gotcha. Okay, but now I kind of understand the Band-Aids.
Yes, I really did earn XP levels, achievements, and completed quests while learning to code. In fact, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh, I just realized. No, great. Oh, okay. So he. Oh wait. Now he's actually wearing the. Now, okay. Yeah. Now he's wearing the correct sweatpants. Yeah, of course, because the Python has to be there. And what do I have to say about it for him in an ad read?
And there, that was the correct montage.
Montage!
Did I say that weird?
Montage!
Montage. All boot.dev content is free to read and watch, but a paid membership unlocks features like hands-on coding, progress tracking, and and game mechanics. They offer a 30-day refund. Want to grab another? Free demos for every course. And a Discord to help you. That one actually hurt. And Discord to help if you get stuck. Go to boot.dev and use code Critical Role to get 25% off your entire first year on the annual plan. Matt Montage.
Your pores look great, though.
Thank you.
Critters, it's time to turn game night into Wine Night. With the limited edition Dark Horse Crits and Sips Pack Sweepstakes. Inside, you'll find the dice stopper, guarding your most venerable vintages with claws gripping a red, liquid die core D20 for those truly critical rolls.
17! Oh my god!
It's actually pretty good. Give it back. Give it back.
That's really good.
The pack also includes the Wine Tote of Hoarding, with room for your favorite bottle and extra dice, so you can take your Dark Horse wine wherever the adventure leads.
Wow. You're good at this, Matt.
Thank you.
Killing it.
Stop it.
You did a natural 20.
I mean, I rolled 3 times, but it was a 7, a 5, and a 20.
We're excited to partner with Dark Horse, the wine that over-delivers, tasting like a $20 bottle at half the price. Only a limited number of Dark Horse Crits and Sips packs were ever forged. Wine not included. So test your luck and enter now at bit.ly/darkhorsesweeps for your chance to win. Must be 21 or older to enter. Void where prohibited. Sweepstakes ends tomorrow, January 16th, 2026.
Oh.
Wow.
Thank you, Dark Horse Wine, for sponsoring this episode.
And then after you drink the bottle, you could just carry your dice around in a purse.
It's also a feedback.
I really,
Oh, it is a feedback.
I like it.
I want to put my own
Was
eye
it really?
in that claw
Yeah, no, I want it.
It's cool.
after I die.
Resha, you're up.
Oh, wow. You should tune in live. That's right. Live, like actual live.
Oh, it is
Next Tuesday.
I love it.
I know, we're back, baby. January 20th for the first installment of our new talkback show, Tailgate.
It's spelled different though.
It is. It's spelled like the tales that we tell, and then gate.
Like Watergate.
Like Watergate.
Yes.
Exactly like that. It is hosted.
If you're wondering why I call it Tales of the Renewed Wind, this wasn't it.
By Whitney Moore.
Hot damn!
I know. You can
This is
join the
basically the
cast
new
of the
Four-Side
Soldiers
Dive.
Table as they sit down and
Personally, I would call it fourth-sided dive.
spill the tea together on all things
Dive.
Campaign 4.
Crits and Sips.
And, nope. Not here, not now. But for our beacon bits, the soiree will continue with the
I'll try to
Nightcap,
watch this one.
an exclusive segment
If I can.
where we'll answer your questions from the Discord chat. Nope. What? I mean, it's our platform, so nope.
Listen to the Fight Club extra. He's got some good points.
We'll run that by leadership. These will continue to air after each table arc, but it all starts next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific on Beacon, YouTube, and Twitch. And friendly reminder that if you want to chat with other critters tuning in for tonight's episode, you can head on over to our Beacon Discord. Many of us pop into chat each week, so, you know, you might see us there. Maybe you'll see us there. Maybe you weren't. I don't know. But if you don't already have an
Oh, okay. I don't, but I'm not gonna spring for it. Like, I'm willing to. I'm already subscribed to their Twitch channel, so.
Conus was of the inhabitants of a celestial chained up in his
What the-
basement, and then flee the city.
Allowed?
Okay, there.
We return. Tal said, "Big titty Pikachu." With a week of
First off, Taliesin, how dare you? Second off, Taliesin, how frickin' dare you?
with a Pika at the end. We return. I narc. I say. I let the people know.
Are you allowed to say the things we throw at you before we start?
I'm a servant of the people, okay? And you need to know what's happening to me back here. We return to the city of Dolmakyar as our wonderful schemers have gathered around a table.
The schemers are now at the table in the Seven Stars Tavern, or specifically the tavern's aviary portion upstairs, back in the city of Dalmagiar. After a quick recap of what's been going on and stuff, they recap of what's been going on in character and events, recapping not just the events but their questions they've had, like which are still need answers to. The owner, what's his name? Lakmir comes up, asks if they need anything, and they ask for a lot of hot coffee and whiskey. Oh, for anyone who doesn't like how long these things are, there are other recaps you can go do. This is where you get a lot of clips.
Well, the night begins in earnest. Yes, absolutely. I'll bring up some fresh brewed pot of coffee and some. I'll get the. Are we looking for taste or are we looking for volume as concerns whiskey?
Both.
Oh, well, I'll start a tab. And he retreats downstairs.
Suppose I'm paying a tab now.
You can afford it.
I certainly can now.
Oh, good.
I'm exhausted.
I think I'm still on adrenaline. The exhaustion is going to catch up eventually, but here we are. Running out of time. The wall's closing in and the rug being pulled out from underneath us. And I made a list of things that I'd like to bring up.
Maybe we should just leave. Maybe we should just abandon this city. Abandon ship. Just run for the hills.
Mary, you know you would never do that.
I know.
Where would you
I'm
go?
too stubborn.
They talk about how the Revolutionary Guard has been replaced, or at least 60%, around 60% of them, and how the mercenary group was already on site, like given formal warning to offer the newly employed jobs doing some of what they have been. The one that's I forget what it's called. The mercenary group. Nope, not showing it. But it's like one that is like I think sponsored or at least run or linked to the house Halovar and I believe Hal asked them, "Do we have any? Was it Hal or was it the first? Do we have access to any money? Stuff which Bullets says that they currently do. In which case, Azune, this one is definitely Azune, says that perhaps they can hire some of the new for themselves, give them at least a different option, and keep them like out of service of any of the houses, even if indirectly.
Things have pay for a militia.
Yeah, by the way, holding an army, so like even like 20 guys is gonna be like that. You have to like pay a day, so that's like quite a bit of money per day. Like
I don't think you do, Blair. I don't think.
Well,
That things have taken an odd turn in my reality. You remember that terrible interruption we had earlier with Lady Amara? Well, your family's wing of the museum is going to be destroyed and folded in to another wing. They want the entire collection moved.
To what purpose?
In my estimation, to steal, to take, to make it more difficult for people to know what's missing, what isn't, to gain more control over every bit of magic that exists in this city. It's violent.
Do you think it's about the control of artifact, or just do you think it's about rewriting history?
Why not both?
yeah, they keep talking and stuff like they as soon as it brings up like how maybe they can keep like a few people like away from the like do also what there, but they also mentioned how with the current rate with how fast we'll quickly be seeing a coup. Like how long before they're just openly declaring themselves the command leading the like they have enough power to just do away with any formalities of being for the religious council, just declare themselves the rulers of the city. They are also concerned with, like, one thing to consider is how fast they're moving. Like, it's lost so like they're doing it like one thing at a time, so no one knows. They're moving at a rapid pace. It's risky, and the houses would know that. So why are they still moving at this speed? Bowler still assures them that he can siphon off the money from the houses to the movement of the Lord Wing of the. What's it, the Arcanaud or Pentabolic? The Arcanaud. Odd, because they seem to be in a hurry to do this stuff, so it'll be easier to for skimming and stuff up there, but anytime you do this, no matter how much of an opening they give, there'll still be a risk of being discovered. Again, why? With those, how fast they want to? Why they want moving so fast? Why are they already going like, not like slowly like replacing other guard, but they gotta find out. What they really need is direct information on the houses themselves, like not on their like insider information. And another big question though: who can they get help from? Who will be sympathetic? Who can they and who already has loyalty with them? Or who is already on their payroll and would be in too deep?
And then we have the donors, but of course, and just to put it to you, is I can get them in the room, but they're going to want to meet you. You are right now
this
just candy to people who give museums money. You are an artist, you are hot shit, and now you are the brother of a traitor. Everyone's going to want people to know that.
Basically, the more elite of society they don't want them to go with the salsa, but like so that means something with more intrigues might be.
They had dinner with
taste.
you. Cool. Sorry.
He's not. He's probably not wrong. Basically, anyone who was any of the higher ups, not like the direct higher ups, but linked to the higher ups there, might want to just do it for the thrill. Well, anyone so against them, want me to do it in Theozi's memory. So his name has good weight right now. Also, while they want to hire, Azune says like that he wants to maybe try to still hire some people. For their to keep away from the sundered houses of aligned mercenary groups. He could direct guard or directly maybe also create some people who are definitely joining those guards. These groups as and list them as spies. They can also use, in addition to Hal's name, they also have Azune's name because he's got a reputation of good reputation within the Revolutionary Guard. Halvar Haladiel may also have someone on the inside of Einswazen, loosely at least. One of his members of his troop is the sister of maid for House Eisenfalsen. That's actually pretty close.
But I don't want to put her in danger.
I think it's a little late for that. Oh my god. We really are so alike.
I hate it. Are you ready for this? How? No. No, I'm not. I also know that one woman...
the woman being a bit of a gossiper, like who goes to us or something. I'm not sure if they mean like I don't think they mean like hair salon, but she is like a member of House Dakota. It's like like a wife of one of the members at least. Murray talks. I think it was Murray or I was going to talking about how people might react to what happened to House. Oh, so they were wondering. Hal's wondering like. Hal's is still wondering how, like, despite both, he's still wondering how they'll react to being Theoz, talking to the brother of Theoz thing. On one hand, like, he may be hot stuff. On the other hand, and it wouldn't be, people would have to know that there might be people watching the brother of Theozi. Also, like, they're either Murray or Azune speak about how rumors have already started about something happening in House at Plaza de Vinos. How there's something may have happened to House Royce. Like, there are people out there, like, even, maybe not workers but families of the workers. And as they talk, Murray took the table and calls down to was the barkeep or the owner asking what's the whole up with the drinks. She spots down below some more dressed up people at downstairs in the tavern, like a fire garb, and one of them is a young guy. Based what they say later, I think we can infer he's orcish with a one of those half mast things with on a stick.
For a gala.
Oh God, they're pre-gaming.
Who are the peacocks down there, Lockmere?
Lockmere.
Who are you entertaining? Who are the birds?
Well, I know the gentleman as Oris, but the young lady I haven't met.
Hi.
Appears to be a recent paramour. Oris comes from a wealthy merchant family. Apparently they just got turned away from something to do with a party tonight.
Forgot about that party.
I haven't
Not
slept.
happening anymore.
I never forget about a party. So it's pre-game, not post. Post, not pre. It's awake
It's an
for a party.
alternative.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll go.
Have you heard anything else?
After prom.
What are they saying?
They're talking about before they're trying to prepare to go listen. They do have one more thing to discuss about their plans for thing. Whatever the southern houses like House of Corners and such are planning, they have all having to move stuff like magical items, like secretly move people, like forces and move stuff, and to keep like supplies and stuff without making it seem like they're actively engaging in they'll have to do secretly stuff, which means hiring like more discreet workers, like in the more discreet workers, which mean and they know these people well, and so they can keep an eye out on any movements through watching observing them. Then on to the stooping.
Something going on. They can't.
We don't know what we're going to need, which means we need every option available.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is the man who wanted to talk about skulls at the Aussies' wake?
I got you.
Thank you. It's somewhere in my notes.
For a second, I was
sure.
like, me?
No. Let's see who can get it first.
I had an interesting idea, too.
I think, was this Devrazi Gaunt? I believe it was.
Devrazi Gaunt.
I am putting whiskey
Sounds
in my
like-
coffee while this is happening.
Oh boy. Yes. You see, Lockmere comes up a moment later and says, Piers, there's been some very exciting news from the Palazzo Divinos. Oris and his companion, a young Camilla, were invited to their first, had their dance cards already, were headed to the Palazzo, which is absolutely enchanted with no sight of the Divinos or, more to the point, the Royce anywhere.
Oh yeah, sorry. The page will go back. It's from the learning more time. They learned like there was a sign saying like it was a supposedly a goodbye party for House Royce and its retainers. claims there's claims going around that they are heading to Ferry, which has caused some excitement because as they've been saying throughout this entire campaign, the 11 episodes they had, the doors to Ferry are shut. So if they reopen that is big news that people are excited. A bit of gossip stuff. A way to divert, a way to explain a major Sunder House's absence, as well as keep some people's minds off thoughts of is this offensive or not like anything suspicious. We found out there was excuse me, a bit a ruckus there by someone. I think the word described was convoke, was of like someone looking for someone. Oh.
Lots of shouting through the gate, being asked to, apparently looking for someone.
I want to hear this from the horse's mouth.
I was about to say.
Stream out the door. Head down there at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir and lady, I will buy you this round and the next if you'll take me to wherever it is you are going, because it is better than here.
You see that Lady Camilla turns to you and says, "My goodness, pleasure to meet you. My name is Camilla Blushthrice."
Charmed, I'm sure. And this handsome devil?
Oris Blade. It's nice to meet you.
I'm peeking around the corner to watch this. I want to see, was there a moment of recognition? Do either of them know who this is and they're just being polite?
Give me insight.
I don't require this. Where's my... Yeah, everything's working. There we go. Insight. Come on, don't be a jerk. Natural 20.
Camilla knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And you see there it's every little sign within basically in the moment that she clocks him, her ring-studded hand finds itself resting on the outside of his upper arm.
I'm going to be honest, you're a little overdone for the 7 stars. Not that we're complaining.
Do you think I would have had 2 handmaidens straining away at this corset to come to the 7 stars? No, not at all. Our night's been absolutely ruined.
Ruined? Do tell.
Well, all I'm going to say is I think if you're secretly planning to have a party on the other side of the doors to Ferry, the least you could do would be to invite me.
Lockmere, line them up, please.
You have it, Mr. Fang. And she goes, would that be Mr. Hallandale Fang?
There we go.
It would indeed.
I have been watching the shows at the Lyceum for years, and I hear tell that there's to be truly a grand theater instated at the old abandoned amphitheater at the bottom of the city.
You know, believe it or not, you must be coming to my shows a lot because I thought I recognized you from across the room. You are a lover of the arts, and I thank you for it. Pat her hand.
Well, normally I would say guilty, but these days that seems like something that shouldn't be said too loud.
Oh, Jesus.
You see that Oris is just sort of, staring off into the distance. I will say, too, as she sort of refers to the place at the bottom of the hill, she is a young human woman, and Oris is, with the last name Blade, Oris is, like, either local or, like, from west of here in Cod.
Okay, I'm going to make a little...
Tone deaf.
I'm, at this point, I think this is a moment to plant a seed. I'm going to, as drunkenly, with as much attempts to hide flair while giving flair as I can, make my way over to you. And Hal, if you have a second, we have to come back. I know that everything's a mess, but we really need to make sure that everything opens. If you need to make changes to the script, that's fine. We can do it, but we have to. I'm so sorry. I see you're busy. We have to talk about this. This is just too much to deal with.
Belair, This is a patron.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You heard nothing. Please, we'll discuss this later. Everything's fine.
You see that she looks at you and says, "Are you one of Mr. Fang's performers?"
Oh, I wish I had such a talent. No, just a very big fan.
Oh, you see that she looks down at the mask in her hand and looks at you and says, "You're not but you," and you see that Aura says, "Camilla, this is one of the masters of the Arcanaut."
In the silken leather.
You see that she says, is this one of the most cultured taverns in the city? I thought the Rookery was a little bit of a hodgepodge. You see Oris shakes his head side to side and says, the Rookery is home to some of the city's finest eateries and establishments. It's just a hike to get up here. You see he nods and says, the locals like it that way. Less thoroughfare, less people on their way somewhere else, if you know
Makes
what I
it worth the journey.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. I will let you both get back to this. We will discuss this.
You know, as much as I love telling stories, I love hearing stories. Where are you going tonight?
You see that she says, wow, lovely to meet you, Master.
Belair, hello, yes, pleasure.
You see, she says, you really do know everybody.
That one is an artist through and through, believe you me.
She said, I should think so. The work on that mask is exquisite. You see that she says, where are we headed? I certainly don't know myself. We were to spend the night dancing at the Palazzo Divino's.
What happened?
Wouldn't you want to know? And don't we all? We arrived thinking that there would be a chance to dance and enjoy the hospitality, some fine Telmoran wines, and instead we found ourselves walking through fireflies hanging in the air, some sort of ethereal music on the breeze.
Good. Yeah, they could complain more. We found out that when they first got there, there was like roughly 8 people. By the time they left, though, there was more like 200 to 300. However, it was also noticed quite a few people were just quickly going in, going out, more like a cooking and dining, going out. So it's like a rotating thing. So the number of people in total who was visited that night is considerable.
Definitely walked by a little bit. I'm still trying to listen, but
Either of you give me a perception or an arcana, your choice.
Okay, okay.
You have exhaustion.
I do still have exhaustion, so this is a disadvantage.
Would I be able to do this too if I have to go all the way up?
You can give me arcana or perception.
Just drink an Irish whiskey, though.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't think it helps.
Natural 20.
where was this?
Go.
I was going to say, my spider senses have been tingling.
Yeah.
So, can Murray, as I'm up at the top of the stairs with Izune, I pull out a little mirror compact.
Yeah.
And I take the little sponge and I kind of oh my god, the dark circles under my eyes, and I dab them and I cast see invisibility.
Hell yeah.
So can I do this? Do this roll with see invisibility?
Yes, you can. That will cancel out disadvantage.
It'll cancel out disadvantage. Okay.
Because you're specifically looking for hidden things, right?
Yeah, or if anyone's being nosy.
Nosy.
Natural 1.
Oh, boy.
I give up.
That's a great time to roll a natural 1. You do not see anything invisible. You don't see anything unseen. You don't see anything present in the space.
Did that 26 Arcana do anything for me?
It did a lot for you.
Hell yeah.
Walking away, you see that Oris, there are a number of names that are super duper common orcish surnames. Fang is one of them. Blade is another one. Claw is another one. Basically, a lot, Shaper's War was 70 years ago, and prior to that, orcish custom under the horrifying tyranny of the conqueror, of the god of war, meant that a lot of family names were basically just these short, guttural, warlike names: claw, blade, fang.
Like if you can kill it you can kill something with it. They probably had it.
Looking at Oris Blade, you wonder if you've seen. There's something about him you recognize because he got mentioned as a mercantile. You recognize some of the stuff on his as being. You've seen it before on your way to. Hold on one second. To Pottersfield. You've seen it before. And you recognize Pottersfield because you realize his family is a huge ceramics merchant, pottery merchant family. Not that Pottersfield sells pottery, but just the name triggers something for you. And looking at Oris, you see him sort of absent-mindedly fidgeting on that nat 20, and he has a breakable spell glyph in his hand, much like the one on Azune's person. And I still have it. And you still have it.
Mm-hmm. This Oris Oris Blade. From a more of observation, they can tell that he's hiding it well, but he's quite nervous. And so doesn't stop him from asking how to play on the harmonic or the harmonichord. And with his date calling in their friend, she's supposed to listen to this.
And turns around, you see Lockmere shrugs and points to it.
Sure, I head over and I look up at Murray as I pass and just mouth the words, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
If you do not have proficiency with this instrument, I will ask for instead a performance roll at disadvantage.
Sure, because I play many instruments and this is not one. Mm-hmm. Okay, performance. Performance. Mm-hmm. You said performance, right?
Yes.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20! Oh, disadvantage, though.
Disadvantage. Oh!
That's like, how many
That's tough, brothers. You got it. Hate to do it to you.
Come on. What do we got? Oh, that's pretty good. That's all right. That's a 19 total.
Oh, 19 total. You have never played a harpsichord before, so stuttering through the first keys as you kind of find the scales out, you are able to pick out a very simple melody that it basically just alternates between a couple of notes over and over again.
It's a little tavern ditty.
And she starts to dance.
Dear gods, what is he doing right now?
This is actually brilliant.
You see that Oris comes over to you and says, Mr. Fang, as you finish the song, you see that he puts 4 gold pieces on the harpsichord, saying, not that you need it, but out of pure respect for the craft, I can't imagine any Dolmakia orc has come up and asked you to play the harpsichord before. And you see this harpsichord is covered in dust with like a blanket over the back half of it. Lockmere shrugs and says, I like it. And he goes, thank you for humoring Camilla.
The song is over?
Yeah. While Hal's keeping this guy entertained, they start conversing. Azune warns the group that Einsfossen might be on to him. and yeah, in their meeting, he talked about, he indicated that he knew that how Alexander was part of the Resolute Guard, and wouldn't be surprised if he was. This is a loyalty test soon. And tells him that it should Azune go missing. Remember to the name Varen Cadorn, former member of the Falconizer Rebellion. He could help recruit people to their cause. Murray also says that Dean Cora may also be on her. Surprise, surprise, with you yawning during her speech, Murray. At least the other ones are trying to act the part. I suppose, if she's well known, if she starts being coherent, they may actually be suspicious. But anyway.
With Oris, but I don't want to interrupt here.
Oh. You and I are in the same boat, okay?
I know.
Dean Cora is also very much on to me. And I think one of the first things that I'm going to have to do as part of this grand plan that we're all planning is I'm going to have to go and apologize. It's the worst thing I hate. So, I'm going to go. I'm going to kiss her ass.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to lay low on the inside. It's the only way any of this works is if we pretend to be one of them.
Yes, I know. And that's going to be really hard for you.
I know.
But you can do it. Murray, one of the best things about you is that you're so you. That they don't deserve to see that part of you. Don't show them the buttons that they can press.
You're right. I have more experience eating ass than kissing it.
Okay. Wow. As Hal finishes up the song.
He then, after finished playing, he asked Oris whether or not he believed the Divinos actually left him. If he believes it, Oris actually asked, goes and asking the same thing, pointing out that he is the brother-in-law of Lady Aranessa, the head. I forget if she's head up. One of the at least main family part of House Royce. Has there anything? But then Oris looks at him and says, "It's our loss. They killed one of us. He was your brother, but he meant a great deal to the people." He then tells them more about what he saw out there, how that the ruckus was specifically it was a few people, but he specifically notes one dwarven man who was screaming because his daughter or something worked at Plaza de Venus, and she seems to have gone missing with her employers. This he denotes this door as simply being dragged off while screwing. And he basically suddenly Hal asked Oris to pass any information he might hear or stuff to Lockmere here in the Seven Stars.
As he breaks this spell glyph, Ozna, give me perception with advantage here. Perception or Arcana.
Perfect.
What'd you get?
15.
15. As he snaps it, you see he looks around, and you see he just sort of paranoid, see if anyone else is watching. He says, I'll leave word here if I see anything.
I take his
That's
hand.
at least
and kind of
that's
tug
at
him
least
in
one person
closer to me.
So.
I'll listen for the Falconer's call.
I see this ending, and I'm going to gracefully glide in and break this up because we have work to do. We should say goodbye to the lovely young woman really quickly. Do your work.
Oh.
Pleasure.
She's having the time of her life.
Yeah.
Dear, just say goodbye very quickly.
You see, it says, Master Belair, thank you, and Mr. Fang.
I'll see you at the Hallowed Round.
And as I take you away a little too loud, we're going to have to talk about those edits. I'm not saying they're not great, but it's a bit controversial, don't you think? I know you
might
are
be a
upset.
little Belair.
You walk away, and you see Oris looks at you, thinks about what it means that you said, and you can see leaves with some degree of perhaps resolve and trepidation mixed together. But then again, isn't that what you're feeling? You see, as you watch him snap that, doesn't it?
Oh, they don't. Oh, yeah. I guess I forgot to write this down. At one point, when Hal started to be more open, like about with the questioning and stuff, like toward the end, he snapped his scene Disney rune to activate.
You have on a 15 perception, you see he triggers the glyph, snapping it in half. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. I'll whisper that if Murray's near me. Something's wrong. I'm going to go for the glyph that I have.
I'm gonna try one more time to do something. As he says something wrong, I'm just gonna kind of rub my forehead a little bit, and I take my fingernail with the quill tip, and I just kind of trace it around the corner of my temple and carve a little glyph kind of under my head. And cast Detect Magic.
You cast Detect Magic. The magic looks out. The illusion on the glyph has faded, on the false glyph. The illusion of the false glyph has faded, and on that Detect Magic, you see the see invisibility from Oris fade away into the distance. As you guys return to the top of the stairs, standing in the doorway to the aviary, the smell of coffee and whiskey through the door here to this little garden, hanging flowers and bird coops. You pull the glyph out. It's unbroken. If it's unbroken, how did Thiazi know it was fake? Thiazi died before he even tried to use this. What?
Am I getting any magic from it?
No, nothing.
It's intact. Wait. I'm replaying that in my mind. The sequence of events as was expected. He didn't even get a chance to use this. It's supposed to break for it to work, and he never even got a chance to break it.
Then what stopped him?
Somebody else got to him and killed him in a different way before he died in the public,
Not quite.
performed way that we saw.
I don't think that's it.
You know,
But
hands behind his back, where you scanned for it in his coat, the perforated central line of the glyph. If he had pressed his wrists into the back of it, arched his back, pressed. This should have broken. So something stopped him from doing that?
Or he just never did.
That's all for this chapter of the Schemer's story.
Yeah.
Oh, you sure do. You sure do. And we'll talk about it again another time.
Excuse me.
That's where we'll take our break. We'll see you in the second half as we conclude our soldier story. See you then.
God damn it.
Now with the soldiers.
Zip zap.
Well, one of those was much nicer than the other. Folks, welcome back to this episode of Critical Role. We are here in the dungeons of Castle Delani, where we have just seen, in a beautiful contrapposto, holding sort of ornament before him, dressed in regal robes, a statue of a Nama, a lion folk warrior that you recognize. Your brother. A perfect statue of him. You look over at an altar covered in ropes and chains, and you see pulleys hanging from the wall as though to bind and manipulate their captives into shape. In a corner, you see a chest filled with what first looked like soiled rags, but you realize are actually uncleaned finery.
Uncle's, yeah, this part I kind of misunderstood when to talk about how you don't dress up common stuff, or you don't make statues of commoners and stuff. You make statues of nobles and stuff. And I originally thought that indicated that these were, except for his brother, these were all people of important houses and stuff that they need to make disappear. But no, I misread. They designed to look like noble people, nobler, and the stuff of people who would have statues made of them. Because why would you have something depicting a commoner if you're higher up on the social? While the people here we find out there's a little more to most of them than that, they all have, there is a commonality between them. Most of them, and how they're except for they're not quite commoners, but it was mainly just making them look like something that someone who would have a statue of. Where the hell am I? Statue includes Sid. I forget what his full name is. What they think is a Hound of the King. Originally, I thought they said they also had a Roysing, but no, I think it's just one of the guards was wearing, or one of the Takona's men was wearing brand bracers of House Royce, which Phil may recognize as belonged to Aaron Ness's younger brother. I know I have his name somewhere down later, so I'll wait till then. Tio asks Kagan to harvest some of the basilisk's organs and fluids for components for unpetrification. Well, he doesn't say that, but we D&D fans know what he's
jaw that have already become stone. Harvest the tongue out of it, and that basically opens its mouth up enough for you to get in and pull viscera innards. You get, and you can write all this down. Yeah. You get a basilisk heart, a pair of basilisk kidneys, and maybe most critically, you're able to pull its stomach out, which is the thing producing that sort of petrification-resistant bile.
Okay.
I wonder if it would reverse the effect.
They examine a letter on the table. It is in Dwarvish, specifically a Dwarvish dialect called Obradai, which I think they've accounted for, but they don't read. Maybe Mary probably does, but she's not there. So there are seriously potion bottles and some full, some out near the cages and stuff. There are on the table there are 4 flasks. They describe it as bronze, copper, thing. Janky, I believe the terminology they use. Flask there with potion in it. They after a good check and stuff, they determine that with how quickly they have access to and how fast that they would have this. This is not a cure for petrification. And as they wouldn't need it quite. So rather, it is something to take in that one turn before while they're trying to fight off to prevent it. It's a preventative, not a cure. They find a piece of part in the knight's bag.
Mind scripts, and it says, "Say this precisely," and then in quotations, "Warrior, reach your senses, tell me true, do the dead draw near?"
And they find also some missives from Lord Dosset Dakotas, mentioning something in the north, Houndsport in Ganalier. They also noticed another name, Trimus, which, based on his name and stuff, in their usual naming theme, is likely a Taconis. And Captain Lantry Furris of the Spurring. The knights seem to have the favor of Lord Dosset. Like he was a trusted knight, so. And was told to meet up with possibly to have a maybe he wouldn't be going on a journey to the Bay of Gerthi is the northernmost point in the Sea of. Come on. But I had this out when I was watching this. Only had the first part of there. No one was around. Is there the Sea of Imlay? I think it was uh, where the sea meets the paradise of the life goddess, the currently dead life goddess. I know, contradiction term, but really sounds like a doomsday story when you said the dead life goddess. The area is like covered in a thick mist, like vast stretch.
We need to get out of here.
Did we search the night yet?
But these bracers, Taylor, you have to get them off of him. These were Royce bracers. Somebody died for him to have these.
Yes, of course. And I'll move to collect the bracers, the sword, any other objects that seem like they have
Money.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, there's a pouch of about 60 gold pieces over on over in their effects. The sword.
Okay. The sword is does appear magical. They think the bracers, Royce bracers, may be have a strength enhancement enchantment.
Hide under the statues and
dress as God.
Well, let me ask you something, Wick.
Oh,
You were
okay.
hanging out with that dog, and you let me go ahead and almost get
See next
fucking
last
stoned.
episode if you're
So
curious.
I'm assuming you're a dog person now, and I'd like to use disguise self and turn myself into a dog.
well,
Bark, bark.
I wasn't hanging out with the dog. I was trying to set.
Can't understand you. I'm a fucking dog.
I was
No
trying to set an
offense,
alarm. By the way, has
Okay.
the alarm gone off?
No, the alarm's not
good.
going off.
I was trying. I wasn't choosing to be with a dog over you at all. Where's this coming from?
Hot. But also, I can only be 1 foot shorter, so I'm a hound.
You're
I'm a
big
big
ass dog.
ass pink dog.
All right. Let's table this for now.
I'll try and move to collect some of the guards and adornments of things, so I can sort of piece together along with the hood that I might be able to lead the.
You three can.
I'll finish mucking through the guts, and at the bottom of the stomach, there's a little duodenum there.
Yeah.
I'll pull out one of the empty tinctures I have in my bandolier, and I'm just going to try to squeeze out a tincture's worth of bile into this tincture, and then throw the rest of the slop in Wolfric's pack.
Great.
For food?
Yeah. I'd like to also eat Saramai's other ear that you blasted off.
You demon lizard.
No, a dog still.
A doggy.
Sniffing
A little
it.
doggy.
I just like to point out that it's illusion based, so she's not actually transformed. So when she's eating that, part of whatever snout she's pretending to have is probably phasing through the head. That's my personal input.
The basilisk is.
They'll try to unpetrify later when they can, get someone who can perhaps knows the recipe or has a spell that can actually undo petrification. They are currently unequipped to perform it, so they are going to have to take these statues the distance.
You have a bunch of gear. I would like a group deception check. The difficulty of a passing disguise is only 10, meaning you can walk down a street and everyone will think, oh, there goes some Taconis cards.
Should I roll? Since I would just be like hiding amongst the cards.
You should roll, yeah.
I would like to use one of my luck points to reroll.
You got it. Go for it.
Stop.
Oh no. What do we get here for the deception?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, of course. Natural 20.
Natural
Now.
20.
Now.
Yeah.
9.
14 from
14.
The tar
Our
horse.
median roll is
You're
a
a
dirty.
dog.
Our median roll is a dirty
She is.
20. I think Cadigan and Taylor, this is not the first time you've run this scam.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of rather than like trying to fully undress one of these guys, it's like leave your own stuff on, take the tabards, take the stuff that's recognizable, a pauldron, a helm, something like that, and cover yourself. People will notice you walking with a weird gait more than they will notice that your breeches are not the exact right color. Right. You get the gear on. You look for all the world like Taconis cards.
Great.
Are you going to remain a dog?
Bark, bark. I'd actually like to turn my attention to Thimble and say, hey, that was so cool that you one-shotted that guy back there. And I just want you to know that when my contract ends with Wick, I'd like to work for you. Or if he cancels it at any time. You seem really loyal. Like a dog.
Oh, good
And
grief.
I assume human form.
You're under contract?
Yeah, did I not say that? Yeah, I've said that.
She's under contract with my family. Yes.
Right. Well, with you.
I mean, I didn't engage it. I was.
Are you going to be a guard as well?
Yeah, I assume human form and guard shaped.
You assume, is there any particular form that you assume? Are you assuming a generic but believable Taconis guard?
Maybe you can be the captain. The one that was going to drive.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I mean, it didn't go so well last time I impersonated a
Well,
Taconis.
this knight here said that Octus should be dead.
Yeah,
So maybe
okay.
that's why it didn't work.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Can I wear his bracers for a little while?
Not the knight. I meant the captain, the one that
Oh, the captain! Alright, yeah, I'll do
The knight seems a little more questionable.
He
Like,
seems-
it might be getting yourself
I gotta work on my accents. It's really... Well,
You
whatever.
know, I took classes with
Don't!
Hal, and I could
Talk
impart.
to me right now.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna be the knight.
No, wait, no.
I mean, no, I'm gonna be the guard.
Incredible. You are relieving this knight of Saramai of his blade and the Royce bracers.
Yes.
Okay.
Not detecting anything else. No pendants, rings, anything else on.
Nothing that you can see of that kind. You see, he is of a lesser house. It looks like for him, you see that he saw an opportunity to get these Royce bracers and took it, and it was probably the kindness enough to him for him to even have an enchanted blade of his house. Sid is on the ground. Do you guys, in other
That's
words,
what I mean. Can you lift him with the bracers? That's what he used to pick up the statue before.
I mean, I can try, but I think also if all of us get together, we can probably get under there. I mean,
It's like 2,000 pounds.
I can try and put the bracers on, but I think you have to attune to that.
But if he's 2,000 pounds, how is this horse going to carry all these statues?
That's a fucking horse. They're awesome.
Very different.
The real, I love it. Yeah, I was going to say too. It's a real. That's like a real glass half full, glass half empty. Is looking at a horse in a cart and being like, you're either a person that thinks horses rule, or you're a person that's like, wheels are in incredible shape. The wheel.
Is that how I sound?
No, I mean that's how I sound in my head. I'm on Team Wheels, man. I'm on Team Wheels. wheels. Wheels are fucking. For anyone, I wish you all would stop talking shit about wheels.
Gotta invent a new kind.
Are you seriously concerned about that, though?
They were gonna do it. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, listen. I'll sense the struggle here, and I'll set Wolfric on a harness, and I'll have him grab with his teeth, and I'll bear some of the load.
I'll bear some of the load up.
I can help as well.
I think.
What way?
I mean, I can help lift.
Oh, you want to lift?
Yes.
Yeah, make a muscle. Right now, make a muscle.
He got so much strong all of a sudden during that.
I feel tougher.
Why am I protecting him? Yeah, no, he's a weakling little dumb idiot baby that
They decides to disguise as a dwarf guard who fell during the fight. And Thimble drops a torch on the late ceremony night. Not just for this group, but also make sure, like, he's like sharpening. She doesn't want this guy returning as undead because he does serve Dakotas.
Moving up, I am going to make a Constitution save in front of the cart. You just don't want a 1, 2, or 3. That's a nat 1.
No way. Are you sure that's what we don't want?
You have some more luck points. You can make me roll that.
Reroll.
Is that how that works?
That's a 2.
What's happening to us? I have one more.
Can you make him do it again?
No, I think it only does once per roll, right?
I believe it's only once per roll, but let's double, triple check that if we can.
I'm going to use a desperate measure.
I love it.
I mean, but...
you fun little kid you roll. Surely I won't roll a 1 or 2 back.
Oh, and actually, you know what?
It's proficiency bonus, which is I've got a +2.
Oh, okay. You can spend the points on that. Also, when you roll for a d20 test, you can spend 1 luck point to give yourself advantage. When a creature rolls a d20 attack against you.
So it's still a nat 1.
So it's still the nat 1.
Okay.
Moving up, you can see that the cart was singed, and you can see there's some damage to a wheel and axle. You don't think this cart will be able to survive a very long trek. This is probably got a shelf life in it of maybe somewhere in the city.
Sorry, that was my fault. I burned it. Sorry.
You did well.
As discussed, while the body of the knight who we learn is Aniko Burns. They read some more knowledge and stuff like misfits and stuff. Find out there's con novels. From this, they and other things. They think that they've been looking for paladins. All these people all the statues may be of paladins, and that they're looking for another people, possibly Tio himself.
The quote is, "Warrior, tell me true, do the dead draw near?" Which is what you would say to a paladin in order to act to tell them to activate their site. So we've got the statues in the car, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what...
Say it out loud.
Warrior, tell me true, did the dead draw near?
You see, and now to all of you, visible light emerges from the eyes of these stone statues.
Yep, they're sentries.
Motherfuck. Cool as shit. Fuck you!
God, your shit is so evil and so fucked!
Can I fly up and check for traps on the door?
Give me investigation.
And having...
Okay. It's just every once in a while. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I think that was on a clip of like him, one of the longer clips on early on. Like one of the first ones is him like taking off his shirt to reveal that, and he just noticed.
Good, hey, buddy. God, that poncho was comfy.
Sick
It looks like bacon.
Have I ever been around the Taconis homestead? Do they have a headquarters that I would know
yes,
of?
you have been to Obrumus Manor in Dolmakyar, which is their place in Dolmakyar. Their ancestral lands, like yours, are sundered there in the eternal night in one of the barrow dells, but
They do have the walkers. They finally start leaving. They are heading out the passageway. They open an exit door and are immediately kind of tend to come as soldiers. Thankfully, they do operate Dakota's tablets and stuff. And these guys aren't those, so they are easily fooled. One of the leader of this group tells them that Lord Dosset is at the gate. They now get to leave the castle. They're on the edge of Tiber's Lee, the town. Still at the castle, just outside the castle, talking to the guys.
Cart's cooked, though.
Maybe we can get a new wheel.
do you guys make your way into the city as to not arouse suspicion from the guards towards the main gates of the castle?
But then, instead of making towards Lord Dosset, we'd, meet.
We're looking out for also any stables alley we can peel into.
I love that. Go ahead, anyone who wants to, give me a luck check. Roll a d20. I want you to see if you can roll a 6 or higher. Here we go. From Travis.
You? Okay, no.
17. Tyranny stole it from me. Jump the gun. Incredible. You had, in that case, you had further into Tiber's Lee. As you do, the cart squeaking on a sort of partially burnt axle, horse sort of moving along. You follow, the castle is enormous, so you're following the walls, you're rounding, there'll be a minute going around the watchtowers before you get to the main gate. And there are a couple of roads from the city, well lit with candles. As you walk up, because you are disguised sort of as Chaconis guards without, I think lion folk here, you have the helm down low, some kind of like
and my hood up.
Hood up, yeah.
To mask the mane.
Walking at, and I'll actually ask just for disguised as the captain. Even so, give me either persuasion or deception with advantage.
Great. 18. 18 plus 7.
25. You see the guards say, I see all the statues loaded up. Do they require additional aid downstairs?
No.
Oh. And you see that flat no is the perfect. I think, Tyrion, as you're looking at, you're like octus body rolling, or no, man, I have a flat no. The flat no stops the conversation, and you feel some like slithering demonic voice from far off in ether being like, very good.
As they keep on, they hear a noise beside them. And looking up, they see Dame Morgaine, as well as eventually, also soon after the other hounds of the king show up. Up with, what's his name? Feltower. Her, actually doing a little prayer to the land and the country to cast pastoral trace.
You see that Hawkins sort of emerges out of the darkness and looks out and says, Blood, are you injured?
All of us were.
You see, he looks at you and says, oh my God, you've had a sword through the gut.
Yes, a few times. Lift my shirt.
Lift your shirt.
Oh, should we go to find a chamber somewhere?
Lift it now.
Oh, okay.
And you see, he goes, and he is going to lay on hands, back to full.
He's laying
Lay on tongue.
Oh my God.
Tyranny is fuming at that, by the way. This guy and dogs just really forgot about his demon friend.
Boy, good boy. Wow, that feels...
I'm not a boy.
Oh.
I'm a man.
Good man.
Thank you. I may not be a human, but I am a man.
We undertook a great ordeal. They were experimenting on people, turning others into stone. We found my brother, but...
Do you take... She looks and says,
kind of pull out
you pull that...
I believe one of the hounds.
You see that Feltower looks up and goes, Groveland, my brother. And you see he looks up at the wolf, at the wolf hound up on top. It looks like a different kind of. He's using brother here in knight's terminology, but you see, looks up and says, "What have they done to him? Is he dead?" You see, Morgaine looks up and says, "Thought I smelled something foul on the road here, following that envoy. Wherever the Araman go, their poison follows, and yet there was some poison stranger still. The creature that did this, is it still at large, loose in the castle?"
No, we killed it, a basilisk, but we managed to harvest pieces of its corpse.
Yeah, I got the raw materials, but not the knowledge.
You see, she nods and
She asks more questions about what happened there and what they saw. Did they see the local lords in them? But no, they can only report they saw Taconis men. Oh, they didn't see the local, the Earl of, where the frick are they again? Attila. Doesn't say, this, the they cannot report seeing the Earl or anyone there close to them there. So, well, it might be his castle. They it could just be that he's allowing access to the castle by a higher house. It doesn't actually know what they're doing there. So they have no idea if he's on. They cannot accuse him. They recognize like some of the other the statues in the car as being knights of Valo, the southern region where the party has already passed through.
Back to full. You see that Fell Tower looks around. Is anyone in is going to lay on hands of anyone else that is still injured? Back to full. Yeah, you see that Fell Tower would be like, perhaps it would be better if you just stood on my tongue.
She doesn't like to stand on.
You see, you guys. All right.
Please say that this scene gets animated.
You see, Morgaine says, "What exit of Castle Delani?"
They tell the rear, which, like the side exit, which pleases her, like less fit chance of being noticed. He said they do admit that they did reach. They do talk about how they did meet a group of Temptors who they fooled, but so they weren't those leaving. They're just not recognized. But they were also told to meet like Doset up front soon. So they're after a little while, the people are gonna wonder like where are they, and someone's gonna have to check soon. It's only a matter of time before a search begins.
You bathed us in shadow and helped us out and seem to have great magical powers. You got the ability to mend a card.
You see that Morgaine sort of cocks her head. Like, she's asking, you can see her asking herself, man, can I do that? And you see the Fell Tower says, many gifts are given to the hounds of the king, faithful hearts, and magic true of the land and its people. Yeah. We don't have hands.
Do you want... We may know someone down in Dalmakia who's able to help bring these people back, but it's a long journey. Do you want us to take everyone with us, or...?
You see that she looks and says, No, I don't think so. Only because there may be other answers here. And more. You see she looks and Fell Tower sort of nods and says, we could take the Miller's Road to Timmins Rock, speak to the druids of the Seven Times.
They could, that is a good option. Right now, they say the hounds advise them to go to the granary, the new one that now the old one is part of the hospital. To get a new cart. He asked them to the people are willing to give the card, but the hounds asked that they give compensation to, because these are good people doing and this were about 250 gold on the market, which as says, I do not haggle and stuff, and he pays that full amount. Though he does ask person to use 100 gold from the party funds instead of just his own. Well, and while they do ask more if they heard anything more about Royce, there's no information to be had. The hounds leave. They see him go off an alley to an area where they see some knights, royal knights to talk to, who would give the hounds aid in transporting the petrified knights and hounds there. While they are stuck with Sid. Now as they leave, and with the party actually start leaving town now, they're wondering where do they go? Do they go to Dalmacia or Houndsport? After we found out it's the same distance either way, but it's they're in opposite directions, so it's not like you can stop by one on the way. They have to make a choice. The same distance, different directions. One thing that Brennan does point out to them, they don't know anyone there the only people they know who will be in Houndsport are those who will be their enemies. Not everyone, of course, there will be enemy, but the only people they can confirm will be there are Tacona's loyalists.
Don't think your brother's going anywhere.
No. Not a hotel, then, or...
Oh, fuck.
I'm back in dog mode.
Making your way out of the city in the carriage is pretty easy.
Yeah, they can easily leave them. They know that they did kill off everyone in that room, so it would take a while for dogs to hide and stuff. They do know when they're dealing with Dacona stuff, the dead may not be staying silent. They are likely to have speak with dead available. They keep traveling throughout the night and eventually coming to rest at a clump of trees.
Envelops you, soft and cool. Your quest is a success. You have done as you set out on this road to do. It is simply that you have discovered how much vaster and broader the problems of the world are. All of which is to say, this story will conclude in this chapter where you all say it does. I don't want to rush you towards an ending, but I just want to...
Essentially, they put a story too.
Any scenes...
Like they said at the beginning, this is a lot like the last one of the... Won't be the last time we see them, even in the recent episodes. But it'll be more like in the cold opening. Like they may be appear in the cold opening or not. It'll be the searchers for the story for now, for next arc.
That you want, any things that need saying, any decisions that need making. We're very much in that world now.
Slumber party. 4 more hours. Let's go.
as I said before, Hound's Point, they don't know anyone there personally, and the people they know of who will be there will be enemies. Whereas the Machiar, they know they have friends there. The Schema Point. However, it also has also has a lot of enemies too. Ones are maybe specifically looking for their members of their party, not just like who may have perpetrated this thing. Like they don't know names of. No, they have people, places where they could be Donker is a place where they can be recognized, where they'll be hunted by name as well as by image. At this point, it is that where Tyranny suggests to Wit that maybe it's time to, like, maybe you're not as big trouble. Maybe they could talk to. I think she said your mom and stuff, but I forget his mom actually alive. It's possible she meant to say his grandmother, the leader of House Halevar. So it is possible they did mean his mother, because she'll potentially be more neutral. And maybe get to from her from that talk, learning how much trouble he's actually in.
And if Thimbleless, the Aussie second, is on a list of some kind, then that...
But she's impossible to detect, pretty much.
It may mean the gates to the city would be more close to us than we would like to think.
Keep in mind, you're also the third failure of the recently executed Theazi thing.
But you bastard. You are unknown everywhere you go.
I know. Or are you trying to get rid of me again?
Well, I think you would have done it yourself if we gave you enough time. But I wonder...
He could go along with the statues because he's the one probably least hunted in the city. And he could get either Buller or Murray to concoct a solution to undo the petrification. Thimble also needs to check in with Octus because they left before the attack on the Plaza de Venus, I think so. They don't. Of course they don't, because they were still wondering what happened to Roy. So anyway, so she doesn't know Octus is not in the city.
Like I said, nobody gives a fuck about me. Simple traveler with a card.
And a wolf.
Yeah. He'll keep to the woods. He's a good boy. Listen. I'll do it if you want. I like a solo adventure. A little walk in the woods. You talk it down. I gotta piss. And I actually do have to piss.
Well, I don't like being alone. I don't. Where would we go without him? He's the strongest one of us. No offense.
I don't know. I mean, I'm mostly, I don't want to be separated from Thimble. She's the one that has been stabbing everyone.
All right, listen. I guess I hurt you somehow. I'm sorry that I stayed back with the dog, but I was trying to protect us, or I thought I was, and
Alright, dude, I'm just saying she is actually the one who has been protecting us, and if there is any heat on your family, to which I am bound, unless you fire me, then we need some protection if...
Yes. I'm not going anywhere without you two if you unless you want me to. Well, yeah.
You have shown yourself to be much more true than your family.
Truth.
And you got wings.
And fire.
I'm sorry if I've been a burden to everyone. I know I keep dying. But,
You're getting tougher. I can already see it on you.
I don't know about that.
So you fell a couple times. We all stumble and fall.
I almost turned into a paperweight.
True. I know I'm not much of a soldier, but, I feel like I have a purpose now, a mission, a goal. That makes a big difference.
What's your mission? You want to take down your family?
I mean, yes. Yes.
Bad boy now. Maybe the demon's rubbing off on the angel. Alright. I'm back, baby. Tyranny. Demon form, my guy. I love that. I love that.
What if you could reclaim your family?
We could potentially make changes if he took over, but that was still a very lofty goal.
I think so too.
Check on our friends. Your friends. Not mine, really. To see if there's someone I can talk to get help for your brother. And for you, Tyranny. To see if there's a way to separate you from this,
Separate me? Why?
Well, you keep.
I don't want to be alone.
Bringing it up that you're somehow bound to me, and don't seem to like it very much, and so
I'm sorry.
There's a way. No, you don't have to apologize.
My feelings got hurt because you left me for the dog, and I'm sorry. I am here with you, Wick. I don't want to.
If it makes you feel better, the dog left me for nothing.
That does make me feel better. Thank you. I don't want to hang out with my family or your family. I like what we're doing. It seems like you are developing an actual brain for yourself. No offense, but
That's very offensive.
it is. I mean, I don't think that you questioned anything that your family did before you saw it firsthand. And, by the way, you said that you did nothing, but I see you try over and over to do the right thing by your own moral code. And that's who I want to be hanging out with.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then, they noticed, like, Kagan's still out in the field where he's taking. Now he seems that he lit his own fire there. Thimble goes over to tell Kat that they're going to the Makyar. Then she asks why he left after the battle. It's clear that she doesn't mean in the fight they just had, but like it's like clearly indicate it definitely sounds like they're talking about something during the rebellion. And he tells them to ask Tior. He says it jokingly, but I feel like it's more weighted than that.
Theodore will take a moment as they all head towards the campfire to spend the first real time with Sid. Looking at the statue, looking over the details of it, examining his face, his neck, his arms, any detail of the statue that might stand out to him. And in the pose that he sees, he notices an open hand, and Theor will take out the small wooden lion's head and place it in his brother's hand and clasp his own over it. And like he and Sid and their father did so many nights, he will say, "The stars remember. Before the gods rose and fell, before the wars began, our ancestors roared beneath the same stars you see now. They still watch, still listen. And when you doubt yourself, look up. Their strength still runs in your veins." And I will take the lion head, put it in my pocket, and go and join the others.
After he does, he gets lost in his thoughts, thinking back to his childhood with Sid. Like how not long ago he was a lot bigger than Sid, like indicating Sid is very young. Like he's probably only just recently become an adult. He remembers his father saying, "The stars remember." And Cadigan talks to Tierney. She's still struggling with what happened with the stealing knife. It's not like that she stole it. She's struggling with how she felt when she took the knife and when she was yelled at for taking the knife. Because she's struggling with the fact that and unsure why she did. She's not sure why it felt good to take it, like when thoughts of like what it did, how that feel good. She thinks it goes to she's demon, but she doesn't want to feel like that. And especially if she gets yelled at by someone she admires and is quite frankly a little scared of. Because of one of the early contact calendars. Kat considers Tierney a kid, because while she's like, her entire existence is been longer than humankind, like she may have existed before Araman. She's only been on Araman for like 6 months, and so as far as he still considers her young, a child. Kagate has been fiddling with something in his pocket and now takes it out. It is the knife she took but with a new handle made of bone he's been carving out. Oh, this thing.
Let's flip it around in my hand, hold it by the blade, hand out the handle to her. You take it.
God, this is so fucking cool. Cadigan.
What?
Thank you. And your faith in me really means a lot. I'm very afraid of you, and I think you're really cool. And I feel the weight of this dagger. It is like white hot in my hands with the pain of this man that I caused.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to let you down. But I think I would have taken the knife again.
Because if you had gone back, no, you did now and gone back, would you still take it? Apparently, yes.
Well, here's the thing about kids. They always miss the lesson the first time. It's yours.
Thank you. I'd like to bond with this weapon.
You?
As she starts to attune, she starts to turn her. She thinks about how like she's there stuff how someone's proud of what she did to that old man. But as she keeps on, she relives memories, not her own, but from the knife. A woman chopping food before a child they're hoping with all hope that the food they give them will help just make that kid just a little bit stronger. The care of that, and that makes her tyranny jealous. But then
this knife.
This was a surprise.
But its final form eludes you. For indeed, in another world, another time, an object like this might have been referred to as a vestige of divergence.
When I heard that, I was like, what? Yeah, that's my reaction.
But here, you're just a demon holding a kitchen knife.
And that is this supposed to be like their version of Whisper, or is it, or just early on?
You stole from a little old gnome.
God, I wish I knew what that was. It sounds so sick.
Something in this knife can grow along with your understanding of this world. But it's a world you don't understand yet. And so your feet, for which I mean your hooves, get warm by the fire as you gaze into a knife. You have much to learn.
Almost there. Stay awake.
The knife's magic rests at your fingertips. There's something here, but you won't find it tonight.
Well, looks like you like it. Slap her on the back. Good. And I was like, I always have to move my body before bed. I'll see you guys in a bit. And I'll walk off into the forest.
I'm gonna tuck the knife into my apron and not share
this moment quite yet. I have a lot to think about.
Cadogan's true to his word. And he walks out to settle his nervous system. And after this moment with tyranny, he has to break away from connection. And he just finds a quiet spot about 20 feet from a tree and just starts pulling darts out of his butt, straight out of his butt. That's where he keeps them, the human purse. And he's just winging darts at an open spot on a tree, and it's bad. I can't hit shit, just like tonight. And he's feeling inadequate and angry, and he's throwing the darts.
Alright, he's just frustrated right now.
And tapping into his own body, and this is when I will choose to level.
Oh, lovely.
By myself. And it is unhealthy. And it is sad.
Yeah.
And maybe even a little bit pathetic. But his body grows stronger. And his skills sharpen. And he picks up that last dart. And he locks it into his atlatl, and he picks a different tree 40 yards away. 40 feet away instead of 20. And he throws it. And he's aiming for the tiniest knot in the tree. Smack in the middle. And I will take sharpshooter.
Hell yeah.
As my feature.
Hell yes. Takes the chef feat.
You running at the field at
So
all
sick.
times.
Yeah.
Damn. That's sick as hell.
Yeah.
Dart right into the center of the tree. Wolfric, I think, looks up at you.
And he starts talking about, like, if every time, like, I don't know, please just let me, and from there, he's, then he looks at the quiver, which he, his wolf's back, on Wolfric's back, one which he collected from, as salvaged from a previous battle. It describes it manifesting a red bolt. And now, for the first time since we've seen it, it doesn't just have one arrow, it has two projectiles in it. I want to know how this item works, I really do. And with that, the group starts to rest. Teor, while he starts his rest, he starts recovering his spent death save from his desperate maneuver, whatever it's called.
Let somebody else keep watch for fucking once. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
First night we slept in the wild. Why don't we sleep in those trees? You think zombies can't climb fucking trees?
Sometimes it is best to keep the illusion of safety at the forefront.
Sure.
He's always been good about that. Watching out for everybody else. When are you gonna start taking care of yourself, old friend?
Oh, there's still a lot of time left. I have a feeling we are just getting started.
Oh, God.
Alright. Good night. The two old soldiers drift off to sleep. Thimble, Wig Tyranny, you're left at the campfire. It's the sun.
With starts telling Tyranny, talking to Tyranny, like more apologies and stuff. Also saying, he also talks about what he wants. Like, one thing he's really starting to, he's starting to realize is he wants to find Armas. I think that was the girl he fell for.
To give someone else a candle. And
It's his first time not celebrating it, and Wakanda has not celebrated a candle mass since he's thought up. And he asks if there's any tradition.
Don't really have any. So instead,
only two more.
I'll give Tyranny my cane for the night. And if you get scared of the dark, it lights up.
Do I have to turn it on?
You just sort of say light and it comes on.
Light. Oh. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
There's no off. You just have to wait an hour.
I had it under my dress.
You just hide it under stuff and sit there. This is your first candle feast that you're not celebrating.
But in a way, as I drift off to sleep, I realized that all of these various people who've tried to kill me over the last couple of days have somehow peered into my soul and been able to see that deep down I'm pretty lonely. But looking around the campfire, I think for the first time, even since before this all started, I don't feel lonely. And maybe they were wrong.
You drop to sleep, and the last person left keeping watch as the embers of the fire die down is Thimble.
I've been watching their conversation without them even remembering that I was around, and thinking about the early days between me and Kazi. Just figuring out our partnership and how we worked together, and it just feels very reminiscent. And I'm jealous of them having all of it ahead of them. But I'm gonna fly over as soon as they fall asleep and step up close to Wick's ear as he's sleeping. Thank you for killing me. And
What, Sam?
also for not being a total dick anymore.
What, Sam?
And I'm mostly sorry I threw rocks at you. Okay, good night. You're such a dick.
Then goes back to and lays on in a group of flowers, and still says, "I'll go to the orchard, to Octus, to Thengazi, or even to Calwyn, Ernesta's younger brother, whose braces they have, like that's someone she probably met a few times ago, who's lately dead right now because how else would they have his van? So, but then she thinks of Morgane, like what she's went through, like the hounds of like being reborn and stuff, and so long, and all that they can do, and it gives her some comfort.
When morning comes, you strike out on the road for Dolmakyar. And that's all for this episode of Critical Role. And a smashing conclusion to our first outing with our soldiers table.
The Fanged Falcon.
The Fanged Falcon. FF.
We wake up in the morning and Wick's like tattooing. Are we not?
Are we not? I thought we were doing Fanged Falcon. Next we see you, you'll be on the road back to Dolmakyar, but incredible. You got your revenge on Casimir Gavindale. You've rescued your brother, although in less than ideal circumstances.
And more questions than answers.
I know. You have there's statues more than just he and this. What could that be?
There's a whole circle.
We gotta get some Murray. We gotta get some Murray.
Almost like a Ving Vasir, and there's a word here that's barely
We can't lose that before we start shooting again.
That's true. I didn't even think to scan that. That's the only copy of that exists.
Now those are stakes, baby.
Now those are stakes, baby. What a joy, a privilege, and an honor. What a thrilling adventure with many more to come. And I'll ask as I must. Is it Thursday yet?
Holy shit.
And with that, we come tonight, the final portion night. My homebrew for evening for tonight. In honor of the previous episode where, or not quite the previous, but of like trying to think outside the box. I give you the level 1 transmutation spell, recovery time out. As I said, it's a 1. It does not require concentration. It says last for 1 round, but it's actually longer than that, as explained soon. It has all 3 types of components: verbal, semantic, and material. With its material being a quill. You touch a creature and lightly pierce the area where you are touching. For if you don't know, it's like basically, it's the semantic point, and it's basically you're getting a shot. If it's against a creature who's unwilling, you do make an attack roll. This will be a mundane, regular attack roll, not a magical. Well, though I suppose if your DM could allow that if necessary, if you wish. As always, talk to your DM. The target makes a Constitution save, becoming paralyzed. Though they can make the save, they can repeat trying to save at the end of their turn, while the spell each turn while the spell's in effect. With, of course, a success being taking them out, they'll be ending the spell. Each time the target unintentionally, this is you can't say I fail the roll or said, well, you have to at least try to make save. Is it, well, no, you can't just say, no, my character is trying to resist, but I'm just gonna let it fail. No, you have to make the roll, and it will successfully fail depending on. If it fails the concentration save again, it's a spell. They regain 1d20 HP, like a d20, and that's major for a level 1 spell. And of course, paralyze the target on level 1 spell too. But together they counteract. Like, you have to try to fight risk. Like, while you're concentrating stuff, it in a sense it's sort of like, while you're trying to concentrate on it, if you can't break the spell, then that concentration ends up going to redirecting your body functions to healing itself with enhancements. The spell lasts for a number of rounds equal to the spell's level, plus your proficiency bonus. So at level 1, like starting out, if you're like a start out of an adventure, you could potentially help it up to 3 rounds, which if you don't succeed on thing would be like a total of 4d20 in health, because the 3 at the end plus the initial one. With that, I thank you for joining me. I ask for your prayers for me getting caught up with my things, and making sure I always have available a something to give for when a new episode comes out for Homebrew. I will be attempting to watch tomorrow's talks things. Like, I was a fan of their Force I Die thing, and I will be talking there, especially if it's live and if there's a form of chat. Hopefully not just available to those on Beacon. Until then, this is Free Radio Dementia, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.